welcome back to Fat Boy Fishing. And today we're going to talk about snagging. Big old spoonbill. And as you can see, I got two different rods here. I got a big spinning rod. This one's about 10 foot long. And then I got a way shorter 6'6" bait caster. Now these two rods got two very different purposes. There's two different types of snagging. You can cast and snag, or you can troll. And the reason I use the 10-foot rod for casting is because you can throw it out there a lot farther than you can on this short rod. The reason I use this one for trolling is because of how short it is. It's a lot stronger. And it probably looks goofy because I got a tennis ball on the end of it. And that's so when I put it in my hip, just like that, and I snag all day, it don't hurt my hip. Just like if it didn't have it on it. It's barely big and it hurts your hip all day. I use a bait caster for trolling because you just flip this bail here and it lets line out. Okay. And you can probably tell that right there is some thick line. On here I got 200-pound test because I don't like to fight fish. When you snag them, you want them in the boat. So I got strong line, big heavy rods. Okay, when you're snagging, you use these big old beefy hooks. I mean big old beefy hooks. And the reason you don't use J hooks or just circle hooks or anything like that is because you got 3 hooks, 3 points where you can snag that fish with these. And these go on a line. I'll show you later when we tie it on a rod, but how good those run in line, how straight they stay. Okay, when you're snagging, you got a bunch of different size weights. Those are 8s. Those are 8 ounces is what that 8 stands for on the side. Okay, so we got our 8s. And you're not going to cast with something that heavy unless they're real deep on the bottom. Those are more for trolling, so they stay on the bottom. And you can snag with those without having to cast them. Now when I'm casting, I like, about 4 different sizes. Okay. Do I got a 3 in here? Well, I ain't got a 3 right now. But okay. I got a 5-ounce weight that I like to use for casting, a 4, a 3, and a 2. So you're going to want to keep a wide variety of weights. Now when I'm trolling, I like to use an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to about a 16 ounce, which is a pound, and it sucks to snag all day because of how heavy it is. And when you're snagging out of a boat, you use your trolling rod because you don't want to have to cast. You can just drop it and sit there and snag. You ain't got to cast it all day. And when I'm casting, you always want to use a lighter weight. You can cover more water. I mean, you can see how thick that line is. Like, it's like rope. Might as well be. Okay. And when I'm snagging, the knots and everything I like to use, I only got this going through one guide because it's a 10-foot rod. It'd be a son of a gun to, work with in this small room. Is I'm going to tie a simple overhand knot. Got you a loop on the end, and that's going to be for your weight. So you can change weights. You ain't got to tie them on all the time. So we got an overhand knot. I mean, that sucker's strong. It ain't going to go nowhere. You know what I mean? Strong line, strong weights, strong hooks. I mean, everything when you're snagging is strong. Okay, then we got our hook. Now when we're tying our hook on, you're going to take this loop. Here, let me get rid of that tag in real quick. Grab grab this knife. Okay. Cut that tagging off. Now it's not in our way no more. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take that loop and run right through the eye of your hook. You're going to run that hook about as far as you want it up your line. Then you're going to take your hook. Shoot, let me get some more line out. Okay. You're going to take that hook, and you see this center piece of this hook right here in the middle. You're going to take it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You see we got 4 strings around that center piece of that hook. Now you're going to take your line and you're going to pick out 2 of your barbs. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. You can see what we're working with now. And what you just created was a hole right down the center there. Can you see that little hole about right there? You're going to take your end of your line, let it down a little bit, get it to where it's tiny. You're going to run it right through. Shoot, if I can even do it. Right. Shoot, dang. Right through the center of those 3 loops you just created in the bottom. And you're going to pull that sucker tight. Okay. And you see how straight that sits on your line. So it don't drag a bunch of water, because you don't want to drag water because that's going to scare your fish away before you can snag them. Okay? You got your hook on, you can run 1 hook, 2 hooks, and in the state of Missouri you can use 3. I always, when I'm casting and snagging, I just use 1 or 2. I don't go to 3 because it gets real long and it makes it hard to cast. Okay, and then you're going to take a 3-ounce weight, and you're going to run that right through the eye of your hook, or right through the eye of your weight, just like that. And you're going to take your loop and just put your weight in it. Pull that tight. Okay? You got your hook, you got your weight. Alright, that's how you set up a snagging rig for that. You ain't gonna have no water drag. You know, you got perfect setup right here. Sharp hooks, you always want your hooks to be sharp. You always want everything to be strong and heavy when you're snagging, because the last thing you want is to lose one of your trophy fish when you're snagging. Now when I'm snagging from shore and casting, I like to use about 65-pound line, 65-pound braided line. And you're just going to take it and you're going to throw it as far as you can get it out there. I mean, put all your might into it. You're going to wait for that weight to hit the bottom and you'll feel it. I mean, you're going to feel it. It's going to thud because it's a 2-ounce weight. You're going to feel it. You're going to let it hit the bottom and you're going to jerk your rod up as hard as you can and wait for that weight to hit the bottom again. You'll feel it. Keep your line tight. And you're going to jerk it up and you're just going to keep doing that all the way to shore. Okay? And that's the basics of snagging from shore. Where I do it is I live in Osage Beach, Missouri. And when you're snagging, I always go down below the dam, past the bridge, because that's where you're allowed to snag. And that's the way I do it. From that. State of Missouri, for all y'all that didn't know, starts February 15th. Now, I'll show you one more time how to tie this rig. Okay. You're going to take your big old beefy hook and your weight. First, you're going to tie your overhand knot. Don't ever forget your overhand knot. That's the way you start it. Overhand knot. Tied. You got your loop right there. You got a loop. Okay. See that? That's strong. Always cut your tag end off because it'll be a sign of a gun later. If you don't do it now. Just that knife right there. You're going to take your hook and your line. You're going to run it through. Line tie the hook. Okay. You're going to take it. your line, and you're gonna wrap it 1, 2, 3, 4 around that shank of that hook. Y'all can see that? Okay. You're gonna pick out 2 of your barbs. See here, I got here and here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. You're always gonna have to pull them loops down a little bit so you can get your line in there. You're gonna take your little loop you just made, get a little wet, roll it up, try to make it as tiny as you can. And you're gonna push it right through that little hole we just made. And pull that sucker tight. And now she's on there straight. Hopefully maybe y'all can see how I did that. You see that? Okay. Now, take a big old weight, just like I showed you last time. Right through that line tie of that weight. Just drop your weight in the hole. That's all you gotta do. And you're ready to snag. Good luck to you. Have fun February 15th, opening day. Hope to see y'all below the river. Have a good one.